playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And boy, a run. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Brady. Swinging this out for Pollard. And they're going to get this up to midfield. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Give them the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board. They're able to avoid that 3 and out.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he's got some space here. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Now a play fake. Brady. Open man is Duvernay. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a give here to Pollard. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. On play action, it's Brady. Rolling to his left. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it. Complete. Touchdown! Tony Pollard. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Black Knights are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. after the touchdown. Bass to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They get the guard out of Georgia Tech, Shaq Mason. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Wilson to throw. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Oh, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Wilson. Pressure comes and down he goes. Von Miller in there to get him, and on the season now that is 9 sacks for him. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that one didn't accomplish a whole lot. It'll be down inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. He's got this downfield to McBride. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Here's Pollard again. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. Now here's Pollard. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Black Knights have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Wilson. Looking here for Smith downfield.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Brady going to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run left with Pollard, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. On play action, now Brady. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Ooh, I like it.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
But they've certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed.
And the Buccaneers are going to get it back here just past the 35. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Wilson. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got a man, complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And to be honest, this first half hasn't been anything they'd be really proud about. So they needed something like this to change their fortunes. Now they need to make sure they finish this one off, not just with points, but with a touchdown.
And to put a bow on it, Next Gen Stats saying that traveled an even 66 yards in the air.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
1st and 10, it's Pierce.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Third and 2, now Wilson. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. DJ Moore from 3 yards out.
And the Bucs are back within a score.
As the offense went on the field to start their last drive, you know they discussed in the huddle, hey, if we put one in the end zone here, we've put ourselves in a position to start making a comeback.
Todd Bowles leaving his offense on the field. They're going to go for 2 here.
They're going to try and run. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for 2 is denied. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away.
Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. He's tackled at the 29-yard line. 1 yard gain. On 2nd and 9, Brady. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Here's Brady. Hard throw, incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. just unable to connect. So the play results in no gain.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In the case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it. Down by 2 scores. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Stokes.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring.
And it's caught. Touchdown.
Devin Duvernay.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Black Knights continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
The run there on first down, going to get him 5 up to the 30. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Play action. Now Wilson. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Brady now on 1st down. Able to get this one to McBride. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
To try again after the sack. Brady under pressure. They got him again. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And some room to maneuver. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 27 yards on the game there. And it'll be 4th down. So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Bass is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So this one, Charles, it's only the 3rd quarter, but they appear to be well on their way to victory.
I would say so, because a 1-score lead you don't even count, but a 2-score lead you know it can evaporate in an instant. 3 scores, feeling good, but you know it's not over yet. But now they've got a 4-score cushion. I think you feel pretty confident in the fact this is going to go your way.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual. Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Wilson. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. They go play action with Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football.
Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Eric Stokes.
And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Brady.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed.
And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. At After the interception, here's Wilson. His throw incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
A lone second remains now in this 3rd quarter. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson.
Swings this one out wide for Pierce.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's Wilson. Trying to lay one up deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down, as that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
A run for Pierce out of the gun.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Wilson to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Campbell. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Here we go.
Now it's Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it.
So certainly a big mistake there, Charles. 1st and goal, and they throw the interception.
Oh, that's just agonizing for a team because you still got at least 2, maybe 3 downs in your pocket. So if it's not there on 1st down, there was no sense in trying to force something. Instead, they turn the ball over.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Brady.
They'll drop this underneath to Pollard.
And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No 1st down. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. They bring their punter out there now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fielded just inside the 30. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Throwing again here, Wilson. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Von Miller picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailed by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Come on, set.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. So it's third and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dime. Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Ready.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Brady going to throw here.
Throw left side, hauled in by McBride. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Brady.
He's got his tight end McBride on the out route. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. They have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start. And pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
From the 5, second and 4.
Now Pollard. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On third down, it's Pollard. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead them to fourth down. They'll run forward with Pollard. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Deep in the red zone, seemed like they had their mind made up that that was 4-down territory, and now they've got it inside the 5.
I like the way you looked at that because you're thinking just like a play caller.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively? Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is picked up by the defense. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. We know this defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. Well, really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man, respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring them indeed with that score alone.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, speed is on one of those high-end sports cars.